I'm Brandon with BerserkerOffroad.com, and this is my review of Coverking's Ballistic Nylon seat covers. You know, I settled on these seat covers because like a lot of you guys, I would go with my doors and top off, and I just got tired of trying to clean my upholstery. You know, I lined my tub, so I wanted my Jeep to just be waterproof. Well, first impressions, they look sharp. You know, as you can see, they look great sitting in a black Jeep. I mean, they're very, very clean looking. They've got these handy mat pockets. They've got provisions for side airbags, but these things just flap open on the highway. You'll see them more like that than you'll ever see them closed. They took about an hour to install, and that's having done this a few times. You know, seat covers in the past. I used to have neoprene seat covers, but after 5 years they fell apart. I'm not too happy with the craftsmanship. Like down here, you can see they took some stitching too far, and so the seat where it's supposed to Velcro, that kind of got messed up. They're a very, very snug fit. I mean, very snug. You can see I can't get the back zipper to come down all the way. I tried to, but the fabric started to pull apart. There's no way I can get that together. I mean, I tried it in the heat like you do, you know, a soft top, and I just can't get it. I've had these for a month now, and already the driver's side is starting to kind of fade a little bit and get kind of snaggling, or a little snaggly from hopping in and out. I would have liked to have seen this kind of a little more, little reinforced, a little heavier duty right here, because that's the first part that went on my previous seat covers. It doesn't look like that's going to last long at all. In the magazine, it says that these are great for construction workers, hunters, and pet owners. I've had my dog back here a few times, and her nails have already started to snag up the seats a little bit, so even though they say they're for pet owners, I'd still put a blanket down or something. They're just very, very, very snug. I mean, these things you had to wrestle with. Imagine putting on a condom on a banana and sex ed. That's about what that was like the first time. It's a very, very hard fit. The seams, they're kind of pulling apart a little because the fit is so tight. You know, I would have appreciated a little extra fabric. You know, it's very clean how it attaches underneath, so it covers up the whole seat, room for the handles. This I didn't understand. On the headrest right here, there's just a little tiny hole. I didn't know if you're supposed to try to fit the plastic collar on the top or the bottom. This one I had to trim a little bit to get it fit, but I didn't want to rip it. So I can't reach this collar, so you can't really adjust the headrest. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. Well, now that I've told you what I think about them, let's test to see how waterproof they really are. Well, as you can see, the water beaded up pretty nicely on the seat. It drained away. I mean, there's all the water still on the floor. Alright, so I undid the fasteners underneath, and here are what the seats look like. So a little damp. Looks like it leaked through the stitching, and then in the back there's a little bit of water from where where that ended. So it looked like the water ran through the back of the seat, because that doesn't wrap all the way under. It just kind of ends right there underneath. For a 3-gallon bucket of water, I think it did all right. You know, it's just kind of surface water. It hasn't soaked into the foam. The seats are still pretty well protected. You know, nice and dry. I mean, just in the back this is where it leaked through. It's a little dirty. All right, so the back passed the bucket test. Let's see if the front can pass the rain test. Alright, that was a fair amount of water. Let's see just how waterproof these seat covers are. Whoa. Wow, I didn't expect that. It's not, I can feel that in the foam. It's starting to feel pretty saturated in there, not just on the fabric. I mean, it's really getting into the seat. If you look at the bottom of the seat cover, it's all wet under there. That's not very waterproof. Wow. Well, now that we've tested their waterproofness, you know, I have to say I expected better from these. From reading their description in the Quadratech magazine, I really thought that these were going to hold up a little better. I mean, I didn't put that much water on them. I imagine if these things were in a rainstorm, they'd still soak the seats all the way through, which kind of defeats the purpose of getting them. In my opinion, I think these would be great for, you know, if you splash through a puddle or a light misting, but if it's a downpour, your seats are going to get wet. There's nothing stopping that. Overall, again, you know, quality issues. I wish that these seats weren't as snug. They were very hard to get in. You know, I can't even get that, you know, all the way together. You know, look like they rushed it because I had this whatever stitching that was through there, so I can't even get that to Velcro all the way. The fabric feels like a step above those recyclable grocery bags. You know, it looks nice, but you know, we're Jeepers. We're going to be hard on our stuff, and if you try to throw like a jack or something across this or your recovery gear, you're going to snag the seats, and it's not going to look nice. They're already starting to wear after a month in. But if you're just a mall crawler, or you're just wanting something that looks sharp, that looks kind of tidy, you know, I think these are definitely a great choice for you. But on the trail, yeah, they're better than nothing, but they could have been better. I'm Brandon with BerserkerOffroad.com, and thanks for watching my review of Coverking's Ballistic Nylon seat covers.